God. Are you ready? What? Yeah, I can't hear you at all. Yep. Oh. Yeah, I was wondering why you just join in and don't say stuff, but I was like, whatever. Just set up while he's doing that. No, I haven't heard nothing. Are you ready? We are currently live, but waiting. Just so it's ready. It's on the starting screen though, even though my mic's being picked up. Oops. Yeah, see, I can't remember. Do I usually have it on for this? Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, I also gotta share my screen, I believe. Huh? To put you in the right spot, and then if Robert joins in, to put him in the right spot also. You don't already have it preset to this? Tell you, man, you just gotta make two collections. I mean, two, scenes. What's up, y'all, in the TT land? Yeah, it's funnier than TikTok. TTs. We'll be getting started soon, shortly, probably, hopefully. I don't know. He said when I initially messaged you, he said he should be getting off shortly, but he hasn't responded, and I was like an hour and a half ago, so either he's on his way home or what? I don't know. I don't know what that fool be doing, son. I would say lately, it's kinda. Man, you could have an ad play every 10 minutes. Who wants that? Probably, but damn, what do I look like? Ads will run shortly for some viewers? Say what? I'm just hoping that means more people will flood in, you know what I mean? Which makes sense, but, you know, I detest ads with a passion. Are you all set? Okay. See, I feel like there's one thing I need to do, but I can't remember what it is, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, are you ready? I said, are you ready? Smooth transition, y'all. Y'all know it was. Don't hate. Yep, it's the middle. That looks weird, don't it? Huh. Well, good thing we got that button. Let's go. Alright. So here we are. March 9th, 2024. And I thought it was a pretty good week of wrestling, bro.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very good week of wrestling.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the Young Bucks and Darby Allin trying to kill Ric Flair on TV?
I mean, I feel like they barely touched it. They hit him with the super kicks, but like it clearly didn't land very well, and then he just laid in the corner.
I'm talking about the real glass going into his legs.
Where? Oh, I didn't even see that.
You didn't see that?
No.
Oh yeah, I guess their real glass spot, you know, it went into the audience and it also got Rick in his legs.
I seen it went into the audience, but then like AW has like a thing that plays before every thing that says like if you're in the front row, you may get hit by debris caused by the wrestlers, and like buying a ticket means you agree to these terms and shit like that.
I'll just say it. It's pretty dope. Oh.
It is. It is. I mean, that's literally why CM Punk and Jack Perry got in a fight.
It's just silly.
I was gonna say, I mean, it's looking like CM Punk was right the whole time. So.
Alright, but I know that's your guy. Would you like to talk about Sting's final match?
Yeah, I mean, I do. As much as I was a WCW guy and like loved Sting growing up, he went a little past his prime, but it was a nice send-off. Darby Allin's insane. That spot was just ridiculous and unnecessary, to be honest. And he had to get like 30 stitches or something, and he's climbing Mount Everest next week. And I'm like, you have to do that with like an injured back now. Like, it's crazy. But, yeah, and then like, I don't know. I guess Sting, kind of like what Robert said, is Sting, he thought Sting would want to lose, because that's just like, you know, the way the legends do it. But I guess Tony Khan and the Young Bucks were like, no, you need to go out on top. And he ended his AEW career undefeated, 28-0.
Yeah.
But it was fine, I guess. It was entertaining. Even Brie was like about to go to bed, but then she like sat next to me and watched the whole thing. Most of the whole thing. Basically, after the Darby Allin spot, she was like, all right, I'm out. But, yeah. And then the rest of that card, it was a kind of...
Wait. Before you go on, I wanted to say this at the start of the show.
Uh-huh.
Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. That one hit hard, man. Yeah. I feel like all of my animation, like, heroes, you know, have kind of passed.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm making something for him, but, you know, that one really stung. But Gohan.
Yeah.
See that? You see what I did there? Gohan.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah.
I mean, so many wrestlers used, you know, Dragon Ball attire, Dragon Ball inspired things, so it's just pretty much affected like every part of media, I feel like.
Yeah. It's weird because it's like, it's not like we saw his face, you know, it's not like when you think WWE, you think of Vince, or when you think Marvel, you think Stan Lee, but it was still like, you knew it was him, but he was just in the background, you know what I mean? But like,
yeah, he didn't like make his like face part of it. He just wanted his animation to tell his story, basically.
Yeah. And what's really cool about him, he he still had the pin that he drew the like original Dragon Ball Z characters with, or Goku with at least. And
Dang, crazy.
he like refused to ever draw with anything else besides that pin. So like,
So what, he would just get it like re-inked every time?
yep,
Damn, that's tight.
yeah.
Man, I wonder who gets that pen now.
I would hope it's like put on display for the world to see, but if it's like
Yeah.
someone in his family, just as long as that pin is taken care of, that's all I want, you know.
Yeah, very like the most important pen ever.
Yeah. But sorry, go on. The rest of the card.
Yeah. I mean, it was a lot of just like, AEW's good wrestling, but not a lot of story to tell. I was a little surprised Samoa Joe retained over Swerve winning it. I'm pretty sure they're saving it for some MJF to come back, but I don't know. I feel like Swerve is like, they should have pulled the trigger on him because he's like the most over guy in the company right now. And like, AEW loves to squander things, but then like, Bryan Danielson versus Eddie Kingston was a good match, but had no real story to it. Ospreay's match was okay, but everyone was like, "That's real wrestling." I'm like, "Come on!" Like, wrestling has always been about storyline. So, what is real wrestling? Like, I love a good match as much as everybody else, but all my favorite matches had a story to them. Like, they weren't just a random match. Like, no one's telling me like a random like, I don't know, Sean versus Shelton Benjamin, good match, but no story. So I'm never gonna put in my top 5 or anything like that.
Think about that match before you go on. Okay match. Great ending.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that ending really carries that match more than people remember.
That's true. But just like in general, just like random matches like that, like, yeah, they're cool, and I like them once in a while, but to like people putting them in their top 5s and top 10s. Which brings me, did you see John Cena's answer that question about like Meltzer's 5-star matches?
I liked his answer.
Yeah, it was a good answer. And I'm like, it's Meltzer's way of like rating things. Why does everybody else have to like go off of it? Like, he's just the standard like
I know.
rater of matches, I guess. But like, if the crowd isn't into it, how is it a 5-star match?
That's a good point.
Yeah. But yeah, it was an okay card. It was literally just built around Sting because nothing like crazy really happened, but it was okay. But then Okada debuted on Wednesday, so now everyone's like, AEW's back. I'm like, I want them to do good, but I feel like they're just doing the same stuff they've always done, so how are they back? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think Okada took the right route and went to the right place, but,
For that type of money, hell yeah, he did. Goddamn.
Oh, yeah, you saw 2 billion yen?
Yeah, he's getting like 4.5 mil a year. I'm like, damn. But I mean, I'm sure like WWE was an option for him, but like WWE was probably like, we can give you like maybe 900K or a mil. And he was like, yeah, I'll go take the almost 5 mil. Yeah, fair play. But I don't know. And then do you see the Sasha Banks interview?
Oh, yeah, what's crazy?
What?
We have shot, man. You saw how many subscribers that dude had? Michael sent me this.
What, dude?
On that podcast she was on. He had like 2,000 subscribers.
Really?
Yeah, and like, she just blessed him with that interview, I guess. But it's like, dang. Really open.
Dang, dude, that dude's about to blow up.
Probably,
Yeah, not only did she give him an interview, but she gave him some of the like freaking biggest details and like clickbait stuff, like Sasha Banks only going to AEW for the money and coming back to WWE. It's like, damn.
It would be nice to see her back, but what did you think of it?
I mean, I feel like she low-key regrets leaving. Because I feel like, pretty much not far after they left, all the problems she left for are like gone, and her dude is like in charge. So it's like she's probably like shit. But I feel like she doesn't want to make it seem like that's what it is, so she's going on this like side quest type thing.
Side
And I think
quest.
I think by next year she'll be back because I'm not positive, but I think she only signed AEW for
When you say her dude, do you mean Triple H?
yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Because Triple H was like one of her bigger supporters in like NXT and stuff.
The thing about that, though, is everybody's Triple H's dude. He can't push everybody.
That's true, but I mean, I feel like you can tell everybody likes him, but I feel like you can tell who his guys are. Like, you know, Seth. I feel like Sasha. I feel like Ciampa. Even though Ciampa's not really like it's kind of on the back burner right now, but I feel like it was the like that core group of NXT guys when NXT really hit a boom. I feel like those are like, you know, for good reason, those are the guys that he like has a little softer spot for.
I don't know, man. I would say the only like Triple H guys like thriving right now is Seth, Gunther, Charlotte when she's back.
Charlotte was a Vince person, I feel like.
I don't know, man. She was part of the entrance also.
She was. I don't think Alexa was part of. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like people he molded in NXT into like big star.
Charlotte was one of them.
Kinda. She didn't get big like she was till she was on the main roster.
If Charlotte doesn't count, Sasha doesn't count either.
No, because like I said, Sasha was she was number one in NXT. It wasn't Charlotte. Charlotte didn't become like she is now until she got on the main roster.
Nah, son.
I'm telling you.
Also, anyways, before I was rudely interrupted. Yeah, see, I can't remember. My point is, like Finn, Johnny, all these other guys, all of his like guys, Ricochet, are kind of just, you know, Shayna. They're like, you know, that mid card, upper mid card right now. They're not really like here. You know,
I mean, like you said, like I feel like he knows he can't push everybody he likes a lot, but the ones that he knows he can like get away with like pushing as a big star, he will. And I feel like Sasha's one of them. Because honestly, I feel like after the Judgment Day stuff wraps up, I think Finn's gonna get a push.
on which show?
Raw, probably.
So you think he'll go for the world title again
Yeah.
before Gunther?
Maybe he faces Gunther. See, that's where it gets so tough. Like, yeah, I love having so many like viable guys, but like, you know, say Seth drops it to Drew, and then you know you gotta do Drew and Punk. I'm not sure who they have win after that. It's like if they have Punk win, are they just gonna have Gunther take it off him right away? And it's like, do you want Gunther taking it off of Drew? And then who faces Gunther? It's like, I feel like it's a lot of guys that kind of like fit it right now, but you only got one belt, you know?
You also got Sammy in the mix.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what him or even Bianca are gonna do at Mania, man.
You know what would be funny though? If it'd sort of be like the Big E Apollo Crews moment, where if Chad beats Gunther for the title, and then like a month or so later, Gunther ends up winning the World Heavyweight title. It's like, that's an interesting dilemma. You know, does that mean Chad's capable of being World Heavyweight Champion? Nah.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like you gotta try to not look at it that way, because I feel like you can say that about a lot of things. Because, like, who beat Cena for the US belt? Orlando Jordan? So you're telling me Orlando Jordan could be WWE champion?
No, but see, Cena didn't win it immediately after. It was later. You know, he got in the gym. He's working out. He's like, I lost to Orlando Jordan. You know?
I guess.
And it took a lot of help for Orlando to win that anyway. So, like,
yeah, that's fair.
But
I don't know.
While I guess we were talking about Apollo Crews returned, squashed to Andrade in like a minute and a half.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know. He's just that dude who's like, hey, he's athletic. but he doesn't really have a character. Except for in NXT, he was doing like a weird thing where he had like superpowers or whatever the hell, or he could tell the future.
Sorry, did
What?
you see the comment?
Uh-uh.
It said, told y'all AJ was gonna bend Francis over.
Who said that, Newt?
Swamp.
I mean, I said AJ was gonna win. I just didn't think it would be like that. But yeah,
hold on, I gotta let Swamp know. This is mainly WWE talk. I don't know if you want to stick around for that. Christian, you could respond to that if you want real quick, or, you know.
I mean, like I said, I thought AJ would win. I just didn't think it would be like that. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of people are saying for Francis to not fight ever again. I'm like, that's a little much. Like, you can go back to MMA and do some stuff.
You think that's the next fight in the cage, in the octagon?
Well, the PFL cage, it's already been announced.
Oh, they actually are?
Yeah, because a couple weeks ago, they had a PFL card, and the main event was the heavyweight champ of Bellator facing the heavyweight champ of PFL, and the winner faces Francis later this year. And the PFL guy knocked out Ryan Bader, and he's kind of scary. And after that knockout to AJ, I'm a little worried. This guy, he's like 6'8" and hits like a truck, but...
So Swamp said he thought it was going to be 6th round ending, not this gross stuff. And then he said apparently he is doing the PFL fight, title fight.
Yep.
I believe what you just said.
Yep. Yeah. Back to, I guess, what the show's supposed to be about.
Well, you're the real. I guess I'm the scripted.
Yeah, that's
Go ahead.
But yeah, Apollo Crews being back, it's kind of, you know, Andrade needed a decent guy to beat for his first match back, so that's a good win. But
do you know who Apollo is?
Who?
Apollo is 2020's D'Lo Brown.
That's a yeah.
Good wrestler, putting everybody over.
Yep. I just seen your freaking picture for this video.
We'll get into that. We're getting to it.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about Seth and Cody's promo on Raw. It was a little weird. Like, why come out and do a thing just to say, we'll make our decision on the next show?
Because it had to be face to face, but you got to address it.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
Swamp said Apollo's no Val Venus. You're right, because he never got his pee-pee chopped off.
Ooh. But
sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what'd you think about the promo? But what do I know?
I was gonna say he has like a weed company or something now, but
yeah, and he's like a weird religious dude bitching about shit on Twitter now.
It was the right to censor, man. It really got to him. But let's see, was that the Diarrhea Dwayne?
I think that was the week before, wasn't it?
I can't remember. It feels like it was all this week.
Well, because we talked about it on last week's episode.
Did we, or did we talk about it on Tuesday when we was playing 2K24?
Maybe you're right.
Yeah, I think that was this week. Anyways.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, but he made up for it later. We'll talk about that.
I don't know. For the promo, I can't really remember. Like you said, it just felt like it was a wait till next week kind of thing. So I don't even remember what happened.
Just, Cody told Seth, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. But then Seth was like, oh, there's too big of stuff to pass up sometimes.
But
basically that.
What I do remember is Gunther and Dom. That was a pretty good match.
That was a good match. Dom's good, man. He's I don't know what he does at Mania either. It's like part of the tag match, like shenanigans or.
How about this? Dirty Dom, John Cena, 1v1, WrestleMania 40.
That'd be pretty cool.
John kind of needs a win badly, and Dirty Dom can take the loss fair.
I was gonna say they can do like one of those, like Cena's cutting a promo and Dom comes out and then ends in like an impromptu quick match type deal.
I actually don't. I hope that doesn't
You think they're gonna set up a whole match?
So I hope so. I mean, what is that? Just John's gimmick at WrestleMania? He just shows up and fights whoever's talking in the ring.
I mean, no, like it was John. I think John's in the ring first.
Oh, and then oh, you know what? This is very not off topic, but not what we're talking about. Somebody said WrestleMania 30 had one of the coolest moments with Hogan, Austin, and The Rock drinking the beers together, right? They was like they should recreate that moment with Cena, Randy, and Punk. You like that?
I don't hate it.
I like that, but I need Batista to be a part of that.
I think it needs to be Batista instead of Randy, because Randy's gonna have a match.
True. But
So I feel like Cena, Batista, Punk would be better.
yeah. But I mean, if those three are out there, you might as well just have Randy out there.
I guess, but like I said, it's like very apparent he's gonna be facing Logan.
That's the 2010s generation right there. 2005 to like 2015. Those are our guys.
Yeah, I mean that's very fair, but I don't know.
Maybe John just won't be there, and it will be good. I guess Swamp's not.
Hey, I'm hate for Cena. Dang.
I would
Hate
like
to
to
break
see
it
him.
to you, Swamp. He already said he's gonna be there
Did he?
on the Jimmy Fallon show.
Huh. Interesting.
I mean, he didn't like officially say it, but he said he's officially free to be at WrestleMania 40. I'm like, he's gonna be there.
Well, if he officially will be there, let's get that in-game moment, man. Everybody run out there. Everyone.
Yeah, that's what people are saying. They're like, Cena needs to be in that match, like part of that match, like everyone helping Cody, kind of like how everybody helped Mick Foley win.
See, and here's another thing we could do. If CM Punk is the special guest referee in that Seth McIntyre match, right? And if Drew wins, when Seth's out there helping, right? CM Punk can run out there and try to help. Seth curb stomps CM Punk's head as soon as he gets in the ring.
Yeah.
It's just chaos going, bro.
That would be hilarious.
John could pull a Vince and blow both his quads.
Jeez, why is he hate Cena?
I don't know.
Yeah, but you're talking about Super Cena here, so he tears both his quads. He'll probably just be on night 2, ready to go.
Alright, so I guess we can talk about that, what is it going to be, a gauntlet match?
Yeah,
I hate that for this. He said deal. Wait, you can't even see the guy. What's the big idea? Bro, you gotta see my video I just posted, man. You literally couldn't see him. I don't know what everyone's talking about him being on ESPN. But here was the only thing that made me laugh about that gauntlet match. Everybody was running up to Adam Pearce, right? He was like, I'm about to go make the announcement. I'm going to go make this announcement. And then it's like a pre-made video package and stuff. It's like, damn, Adam Pearce is working his ass off. He got that produced that quickly, you know?
I know, right?
But
I mean, I feel like if anybody but Chad wins, it's like a waste, right?
what about Sammy?
That's cool and all, but like, it's like seems just like they've been like, it's for Chad.
What if
I
Chad?
mean, I'm gonna be mad at a triple threat if something happens.
What if Chad gets screwed at the end to like Sammy or something, and then that's it for him, you know? He starts Stone Cold Steve Austin things and whooping the shit out of everybody.
That could be interesting.
I don't really want Gunther in another triple threat because he just did a triple threat last year. You know what I mean?
That's true too, and it'd be hard to live up to that match.
Right. So I think it does got to be one person. Who it is, though, I think it's so up in the air. It just won't be Ricochet.
Yeah, man, Rick. That just shows that you need a character and you need some mic skills, or else you can be as cool in the ring as you want, but it just ain't gonna pan out for you.
I feel like Ricochet's low-key been in the doghouse since he almost killed Logan Paul.
Yeah. But I mean, was that his fault, or was he actually the one who saved it? You know?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say it was all on him, but like, it definitely didn't work out. You know?
Yeah. There's still. I mean, I guess he should have like told Logan like, "Hey, I'm gonna reset. We're gonna do it," but he just fucking forced him to fucking fly through there.
All right. So you got Chad winning. Do you think Chad runs the gauntlet, or do you think he comes in like third or fourth or something?
See, that's where it's tough because running the gauntlet, of course, makes you feel like a better like baby face. But it's also like that's kind of just rerunning Kofi Mania. So I don't.
Swamp said. He said, "Yeah, I think they were done with him when he failed to kill Logan."
Yeah.
What did that say? Gotta get him in the hypergalemic ride chamber? What the hell does that mean?
I think he's talking about the hyperbolic chamber from Dragon Ball, but I don't know.
That's definitely not what he typed. Hypergalemic ride chamber. You gotta explain that one to me, Andrew. Alright.
But I guess only really thing of note on Raw after that was the main event, right?
That's all I can remember.
Because that was pretty cool. Jay versus Drew.
Wait. There was one more thing. Liv interfered in Becky's match.
Yeah, so I've seen a lot of people saying that that's going to become a triple threat. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Sorry, 1 second. He said it's a reference to the DBZ abridged. Goku is dumb and can't say hyperbolic time chamber. See, that's one thing, man.
Hey, that's some lore right there. He's taking deep for that one.
Alright. I don't want it to be a triple threat. I think Liv, as much as I like Liv, shouldn't be on this Mania, right? And her story really climbs, because it really adds to it. If that Dominic thing happens, if she's not on Mania, if Dom is just squashed at Mania by Cena or something, there's another thing that could like push them together or whatever. But I like that, because they need some little distraction. It can't just be Becky and Rhea face to face every week,
That's true. And I feel like they'll probably do like Becky versus Liv, like on like the Raw before or something like that, to like give Becky a big win before Mania.
Yeah, and I'd be fine with that. Like if they did, if Liv wins the match, it's a triple threat match or something, and she just loses.
Yeah, just like, yeah, they really got to like hammer down on like she's gonna lose it after like losing so many opportunities, and then that's when she like, yeah. So all the pieces are there, man. I just hope they execute it.
That's what I'm saying. But we can go to the chamber now if you'd like.
The chamber?
I'm sorry, I was looking at his comment.
I was gonna say, that was like 2 weeks ago, bro. But yeah, that was a fun main event. I feel like Drew and Jay have real good chemistry. I wonder if they're ever gonna actually settle this feud, because I feel like every one of their matches ends in like shenanigans. But yeah, because we had Solo come out, and so Cody had to help with that. And then that almost gave Jimmy the win. I mean, Jimmy almost gave Jay the win until Jimmy cost Jay. And then, seeing Jimmy gonna hit Jay with the chair. Seth runs past Drew. Kind of that side look Drew gave him. Then, I'm not gonna lie though, he got me with the Claymore. I didn't know he was actually gonna come back. Because I thought they were kind of just gonna be like, oh, we're focusing on Cody and Seth against the Bloodline. Drew and Seth will come later. But man, he hit that shit, and I was like, oh!
Dude, Drew is killing right now, man. What he called Seth like an intention drama girl or something like that. Because he's right. Every time somebody comes back, Seth's got to like stick his nose in between. Like,
yeah.
Cody comes back, Seth's in the middle of it. CM Punk comes back, Seth sticks his nose in it, The Rock comes back. He's
yeah. Did you see Drew's tweet?
I don't think
where he like rehearsed exactly what CM Punk said about Hangman Adam Page in the AEW interview.
What?
Dude, so I'll have to look it up. Hold on. Because I don't know, like, it's like literally he went word for word what You remember when CM Punk like just went off in that press conference about like the Elite and stuff like that?
Working with a bunch of children.
Drew posted. Yeah, so he posted the video of Rollins running past him. He said, "What did I ever do in this world to deserve an empty-headed fucking dumb fuck like Seth Rollins to go out on national TV and go into business for himself?" That's exactly what Punk said, but he said, Hangman Adam Page.
Dude, he's killing right now, man.
Like, what? When did he think about, like, posting that? He's like, dude, I could use that CM Punk interview. It's just like, this has to be leading to a Punk and Drew match, right? Like, if it doesn't, what is all this for?
It's got to be leading to that at, like, SummerSlam or something, but
right.
It's going to be a banger when it happens. And
oh, definitely.
This homeless dude asked for cab fare, and when I told him I would just give him a ride, he said, "Fuck you." Huh.
Someone just put that?
No, Swamp said he stopped at a gas station to grab some Red Bulls, and this homeless dude asked for cab fare, and when he told him he'd just give him the ride, I guess he said, "Fuck you."
It's because he didn't actually want cab fare, he just wanted money.
No, what? Huh? He said, "Yeah, what a dick." But, no, that's, the homeless dude asked,
right.
like, how much is Swamp offering for the ride?
No, he was asking Swamp for money for a cab. And Swamp said, well, I could just give you a ride. And then he said, fuck you, because he didn't really want a ride. He just wanted money to go buy, like, probably, like, a beer or something.
No, yeah, you're right. Damn. Yeah, yeah, he really a dick.
Yeah.
Alright,
yeah, that kind of closes out Raw, though. Drew closing out the show strong.
And then when he left the show, he blasted CM Punk's music, further solidifying he's a legend. Alright.
Yeah.
Anything happen on NXT?
I feel like something did happen. So, Roxanne Perez is officially heel. She fucking, like, broke Valkyria's arm, dude. Like, they made that shit. I don't know if Valkyria's just, like, triple jointed, but, like, she put her arm in the turnbuckle and then went out of the ring and jumped straight on her arm. And her arm went, like, it was gnarly. But, yeah, that was pretty cool. And then, Braun Breaker just, wrecking shop again. Oh, Trick Williams returned and went at Carmelo Hayes, and man, the crowd went crazy for that. But
I don't know if this is a reference to NXT or something, but Swamp put do. I don't know what that is either. Go ahead though, Trick Williams.
Yeah, Trick Williams. They're setting up that match for Stand and Deliver, which is like Stand and Deliver is like cool because it's like WrestleMania for NXT, but the fact that it goes on at like noon before Mania just like sometimes kills it. But I mean, just sit and watch wrestling all day, I guess.
There anything else?
No, that pretty much covered NXT.
So.
Oh wait.
Okay.
Dijak and Joe Gacy had a cage match. You know who Dijak is, right?
Yeah. T-Bar.
Yeah. You know he's like 7 foot almost. He did a fucking moonsault off the top of the cage, bro.
I do remember he was an athletic dude.
Yeah, he hit that shit hard too. Like that had to hurt, but it was gnarly. But yeah, that covers it.
So he said that's Cena's music. Maybe it's playing underneath us, but we can't hear it. So
Cena's music?
Yeah, so it's do rather than.
Oh, I think he's doing it kind of like how Paul Heyman did it.
Probably.
Yeah. I guess we can run through AEW real quick. They announced Edge versus Christian 3. They're calling it 3, even though, forget the 10 matches they had in WWE, but...
Did they have 10 matches?
I don't know if it's 10, but they definitely faced a few times in WWE.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they're Edge versus Christian 3 for the TNT title, and I think 3 or 4 weeks in Toronto.
Cool.
Yeah. And it's Yeah, either an I Quit or I think it's an I Quit match. Pretty sure it's I Quit.
Edge, 2 I Quit matches within a year or two.
Right? But so that they announced that. Brian Brian Danielson came out and like had a face to face with Ospreay, so that looks like Ospreay's new match. Who beat up? Someone beat up Eddie Kingston. I think it was Jericho's crew, and everyone's pissed about it because they're like, "What? Could Jericho just like stop?" Like, it's basically what everybody's been saying. And then Swerve cut a pretty good promo on Samoa Joe, which kind of solidified that he's officially going babyface, which is kind of weird, but because he kind of stumbled over some things, but oh no, it wasn't on Samoa Joe, it was on Adam Cole, and but he it's alright, this is easy.
What do you think of this? Oh, sorry. No, let me get this in real quick. Swamp said, "I don't care what anybody says. Prime TNA was peak wrestling."
Prime TNA was fire, bro. I was big on TNA.
But then he followed it up with AEW as close.
Oh yeah, no, he tripping.
There's your answer, Swamp. Sorry, go ahead.
So he Adam Cole came out and Swerve said, like basically like made references to like Undisputed Era and stuff like that. And then he said, if you're like less popular than your wife or something, we can call and ask her about it. I have her second number in my phone. Everyone was like, oh shoot. So it looks like Adam Cole might be. Oh, and he also did a jab to like when Adam Cole was going to be Keith Lee, Bearcats, or Bear Claw's manager or whatever.
Bear Claw. So Swamp said it's got 10 times more potential than anything else currently out there, but I don't know. Maybe I'm out of touch. LOL.
I mean, that's fair. It has the most potential of any competitor to WWE, but I feel like TNA was like there, bro. Like TNA was signing prime guys. You know, they got prime Kurt Angle, they got prime Samoa Joe. They had, you know, AJ was like their biggest star. They got like Booker T was still pretty prime. Bobby Lashley was in this prime. They had all the tools, and instead of capitalizing on those and building through their stars they already had, they brought in Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff and ran it into the crowd.
He said TNA was over WWE for a while, in my opinion.
I might be there with him for bro. I'm telling you, when like Kurt Angle was there, and then like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, like Eric Young, all them, the Motor City Machine Guns, Beer Money. TNA was special, man. Like, and they were doing shit nobody. Six-sided ring and like X Division. He
said, then it got ruined. Yeah, agree. I think those were just delayed from your Bischoff Hogan comments. Also, yeah. Robert, you have not said a thing. You might be muted again. And then Samoa Joe was him in TNA.
Samoa Joe was that dude.
But he was fat. In words of Scott Steiner.
Did he say that, or did you?
No, just every time I think of Samoa Joe and TNA, I just gotta say that.
Yeah, Scott Steiner. Yeah, I mean, I can't argue that AEW is definitely the biggest competition right now. Like, I'm not gonna say they're not, but it's just like, can they capitalize on it?
He also followed that up with Discount Kane was a beast monster in wrestling too.
Abyss was tight.
No, he said Abyss. He didn't.
Oh, you say a beast?
No, he said Abyss. I just added that Discount.
Jordan called him Discount Kane.
What were the Mexican dudes' names back then too?
LAX.
That was the best. That was the tag team.
LAX was tight.
Hernandez.
Yeah, LAX was sick. Yeah, I agree with him. I feel like TNA I feel like TNA in its prime was better than most of the stuff I've seen from AEW.
And then he said, "Yeah."
LA Knight fan. Huh?
I don't know if that's what that's a reference to.
Yeah, I guess to finish off AEW, then the Young Bucks brought out Okada, and he sided
Okada,
with him.
who's the one that beat up Eddie Kingston.
Oh yeah, that's who it was. But yeah, then he signed with the Elite, so he's a bad guy to start off his AEW run.
And the Young Bucks fired Kenny Omega. And
What if he never comes back?
ended Hangman Adam Page from the Elite.
Orange Cassidy is the only wrestler Swamp likes now.
Ugh.
Like in AEW or just in general?
Robert say,
Yeah. Because we were talking about it the other day. Orange Cassidy got pretty stale.
That's funny though. Man, I don't want to put a dark cloud over this, but since you've been talking about AEW, we've gone down 3 viewers. But I wasn't gonna cut you off though. Just throw that out there.
We can move to SmackDown.
Also, AEW had a new logo and theme song this week.
Did you see? Do you know Santy's app?
What?
Do you know Sandy's app? He's like a content creator about wrestling.
No.
Yeah, he has like a YouTube channel and stuff. But he said, "Is it just me, or do the entrance ramps now look like condoms?" What the fuck?
So Jack says, and I hear an echo now. WWE too big now. There's too much of a gap between products now. Every other show looks indie compared to WWE. You need even more than Tony Khan's money to compete.
A good point.
Hey Robbie,
Yes.
Rob, you go in camera today or what?
I am not.
He is not. All right, just making sure. All right, last thing before we go past TNA and AEW and stuff. Do you know who debuted with Drew, or was like Drew's little henchman when he went to TNA?
LA Knight.
It was LA Knight and Nick Aldis. LA
Yeah.
Knight and Nick Aldis. What a random trio that's now all in WWE.
Alright, and that's what kind of sucks. Drew's not on SmackDown because I feel like him and Nick Aldis could have had like a run-in by now.
So somebody joined and then tagged me in our own live.
Oh yeah.
At I Do It
Interesting.
Cartoons. What's up, Anthony? I see ya. Alright. SmackDown. Up. Imagine Donald Trump loses the election and decides to dip into the wrestling world again. Slogan, make wrestling great again. You've heard that, Christian?
No.
Yeah, let's not do that. Alright, SmackDown started with The Rock showing up, The Bloodline showing up, Cody showing up, Seth Rollins showing up. Whatever happened to carpooling, guys? You know what I'm saying?
They all got families, bro.
Well, Rock said wrestling is cool again. Ooh, I don't like that comparison there, guys. Alright. I can't remember how SmackDown started, but I know it started with a match, and I can't remember who it was. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who it was also.
I remember Tiffany Stratton defeated Meechin fairly
Right.
shortly. Oh, no, it wasn't a match. Logan
It was the
Paul
Logan. Bro.
announcing there will be a Prime advertisement in the middle of every pay-per-view from now on.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Which is funny because they took it off right after that promo.
Because it wasn't a pay-per-view, but
True.
I get it, money, but could they not put it in the corners at least, like AW does? I don't know, just right in the middle of the ring like that. It's kind of ugly.
The Rock stopped being an authority on cool after the 14th Fast and Furious or Tooth Fairy.
Got a point there.
And I don't know. Do you think it'll just be in there for his matches? That'd be kind of interesting.
That'd be fine, but I think it's gonna be there the whole time.
I don't know. It's probably part of the negotiation to make him like a full-time wrestler.
Yeah, but it's just like crazy because it's like, I mean, I guess it's not that crazy because I mean, they make the whole arena lit up with Slim Jim for a few matches, and that looks kind of funny. But it's whatever, I guess. Everyone's saying, "Oh, they're destroying the sanctity of the ring." Like, it's fine.
To me, it feels like when they added when they added like the little advertisements on NBA jerseys. At the time, everybody was like making a big deal out of it. But 100, 200, 300 million dollars later, nobody really cares.
Yeah, exactly.
But who actually takes over if Vince dies? Well, Vince technically doesn't own anything right now, so whoever owns it currently will take over, or has taken over.
Pretty much Nick Khan.
Yeah, basically Nick Khan and the Endeavor guys kind of have the ownership part, and then Triple H has all the creativity part.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tactus says, in the middle of the ring, ad is kind of like a safety hazard. It'd have to be imprinted in the ring, which is probably what they.
I think it will be. I think it will be because that's like the UFC kind of does it, where it's like not actually they don't like make the whole mat with the prints on it. They like iron them on, and a lot of people say that giant monster can in the middle of it is like scary.
Yeah, I bet. I remember it was at a Sixer game. It's actually kind of the reason they stopped doing it. They had like a Iverson-like thing on the court, and I think Michael Carter-Williams slipped on it. You have not seen those back since then. But
This makes sense.
he still controls operations, right? Oh, nope. I don't believe he does anything now.
Yeah,
He even
he's not
sold the rest of his stake.
yeah, and so he's not involved at all.
But Logan Paul, KSI taking that RKO like a champ.
Dude, he took that nice.
I thought it was weird that he just never turned around. It was like he knows a monster's behind him, but he wasn't
Well,
going
it's
to
because
turn.
Logan was like telling him. Logan was like he's behind you. It's okay. So it was like a Scooby Doo thing, like where he didn't want to turn around. Face his fears. But I thought he sold it pretty well.
Nothing was funnier in the UFC than seeing a dude get smashed on a Condom Depot logo back in the day.
Dang, man. Swamp, he's got to be kind of around either our age or older, because he has a lot of older references. Condom Depot was like 2005.
Alright, so then we got Randy and Kevin versus Theory and Walla. Did you like that? Think that was cool?
Yeah, it was a fun little match.
Kevin Owens is kind of just there, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do at Mania either.
You like the ending, that pop-up RKO?
Yeah, that was tight.
I think it could have been
makes
better. I think it could have been better.
I could have landed it better, but I mean, it's a cool finisher, I guess, is what I'm saying.
I think the timing was a little off. I'm the Dirty 30. Dirty 30.
Okay.
So this is Cameron's other account. He's just arguing with himself last on podcast offs.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cameron's a little older than 30 at this point now.
Huh?
So Cameron's older than 30 now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's 30. He's about to turn 34. No, 33. 33.
Nuh-uh.
He was born
What?
91. Yeah, 91.
Dang. I thought you guys were like 3 years apart.
5 years, a little over 5 years.
Ugh. I don't like that. That's how age works usually goes up. Yeah, no, I guess it does work that way.
Alright. Yeah, the next thing, I had the Dakota Kai recap, and then
Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about this.
yeah, because
Whoever is directing now, I
uh-huh.
don't like this man throwing his mixtapes in the background of everybody's freaking promo. I do not like it.
The video packages and like segues are way better than when it was Kevin Dunn, though.
I don't know, man. Maybe,
Like,
but
like the animations when like the Judgment Day's in the ring or like whoever's in the ring, those are tight.
yeah. On SmackDown, I noticed it though. Everybody's like backstage promo. There was like this beat drop and stuff when everyone was talking. I'm like, what is this? Is this wrestling? Like, but yeah, I didn't like that promo. I've kind of punted on the Bailey program.
Well, I'm more wanted to talk about what happened after. Seems Bianca might be doing a little heel turn, huh?
I guess one other thing I wanted to mention. That was like the worst acting I've ever seen from Bianca.
Yeah, she was trying pretty hard.
It was
But
very cringe. It looked like my niece.
That's the one criticism I'll have of Bianca. She's not great on the mic, like in promos and stuff.
Well, usually I don't think she's that bad, but like just that time in particular, I thought it was very not believable.
Yeah, because she's not bad when she's like being inspirational and like hyping up the crowd, but when she has to do like a serious thing like that and be a little heelish, it's not great. But I don't know. Do you think? Now I'm thinking, is it her and Naomi at Mania?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know what anybody's doing outside of the two women's titles.
But I mean, like, if like what you guys were saying last week, if they're trying to actually make the thing, she has to have a match, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't get an L if you don't make a Mania. Undertaker missed a Mania.
Did he miss one?
Yeah.
I get it.
I think Taker missed a couple.
I know he missed at least one.
Alright, but missing for injury rather than just like, not making it on the show.
He was on his I'm not liking where my character is currently.
See, that's another thing that pisses me off about Vince. Why can Undertaker do that, but when Austin does it, it's taking his ball and going home?
It was different.
When Undertaker were weird.
They talked about it, alright? He didn't leave right before the show, okay? Alright?
Alright, Austin had good reason, though.
Hey, put the beast over. We don't have a problem.
He was gonna put him over. He just said it was stupid to not advertise it and just put it in, like, the middle of Raw.
Hey, you don't abandon the show, alright? No one's bigger than the show. Alright?
Yeah.
Look how the karma bit Austin after that, alright? That's all I'm saying.
He came back and had another good run and
He
got
had
to retire at Mania.
another good short run.
Alright, that was injuries, though.
Was it injuries, or was it just all catching up to them? They say when you go home, you you lose your callousing. You come back, you can't take it. That's what happened to Kurt.
It was his neck and his back.
It was Kurt's neck and back also. He stopped wrestling, got fat, GM'd, couldn't wrestle anymore.
Okay, but he was also like 50. Austin was like 35.
I'll just say, you gotta keep going. That's how the business works, apparently. But, what were we talking about again? Bianca?
Yeah, Bianca.
I don't know. I don't think she's going heel. I just think she doesn't want to help Bailey right now. But I think she will end up helping her because Naomi will help her and blah, 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 blah. You know.
Yeah.
So I guess Bailey's black now because Naomi, Bianca, and Jade will probably be in her corner. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we got to change Bailey's name. I'm thinking Baileysha.
No.
Second week in a row.
Well, I'm just saying. It works.
No, it doesn't.
All right. What
That
happened
sounds like
after
one of
that?
my awful ideas that you always shoot down, Jordan.
Next was Bobby and Karrion Kross.
I actually was liking the match. I just, I think everybody could tell there was going to be a lot of interference.
Yeah. It's like, are they going to have a match at Mania?
What do you think of Karrion Kross's finisher?
I like it.
I think it's like a too long F5.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I like to see different things, and
Because, like, why does he have to set you up with a pump handle?
Yeah.
Then he throws you over the shoulder. And then it spins back this way. Like, it's a lot of steps. It's almost like Byron Saxton's move, but cleaner.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, fuck, he's got to be pretty strong to be doing this with the Bobby, though.
I guess. It looks fine. It just, I think it takes too long. You know what I mean? You can't hit it out of nowhere like an RKO or something.
Yeah, I feel like everybody needs at least a finisher that they could hit quick. So it is like hard to like set it up like that every single time.
Right. But, do you like it though? Huh?
Yeah, it was alright. Like I said, though, it's like, is it a little crazy if they get a Mania match with some of these people being left?
Well, I mean, maybe it'll be like SmackDown's main event or something.
Yeah, that's true.
But freaking the Street Profits, they went from like the most dominant tag team to, you know, they're basically Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
Yeah.
All right, after that, I believe it was Angel bullying Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that?
It was fine.
Why was the LWO not there? It's just my question.
That's a good point. And it's like Dragon Lee is going to be part of the LWO now.
Shoot, he should join Legado del Fantasma.
Right. Why is it just like all the Mexicans are feuding with each other? It's like, what the?
It's warfare, man.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. That's probably a good thing why Andrade is on Raw. Although he's feuding with the only other Mexican not included with this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Andrade doesn't need to get sucked back into all that, because that's kind of what happened last time. Was they tried pairing him up with Garza and just kind of got lost in everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Garza 1-0, man. That's all I have to say. He sent him out of the company. That would have been a good feud, don't you think, Robert? Angelina's back. It's all there.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't remember what happened after that. What was it?
It was Tiffany Stratton squashing Meechin.
I don't think she squashed her, but she just beat her
pretty
in like
one-
5 minutes.
It was pretty one-sided.
Hey, she hot right now, man.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it was pretty quick.
Out of all the people who's ever done that, like, gymnastic stuff into the corner thing, I think she does that with the most force by far.
Yeah, she definitely hits it the cleanest.
Because, like, Kelly could do that, and, I know somebody else was doing it. I think it was Dana Brooke. Yeah.
Yeah.
She does it.
Oh, what's her
way
name
better,
now? I can't remember what her name is now in TNA.
It's something weird.
Dana
It's
Brooke?
like Elegance by...
Yeah, Elegance by something. She's basically like almost a Tony Storm ripoff now.
Huh.
I can't remember. It's Elegance by something.
Ash by Elegance.
Ash by Elegance, yeah.
Why don't you guys stop hating on her, right? Let her do her thing.
Because you think that's a good name?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Alright. So, after that... Was that the...
After that was the AJ Styles promo.
That was the other time they had the beat drop and all that stuff.
Hey, it worked though. Made it seem more serious.
I thought it was very distracting, and I don't even remember what AJ said because all I remember is that.
He said, like, LA Knight doesn't deserve to be in the same locker room, and he attacked him because he is trying to steal AJ's spotlight.
Yeah, I do remember him saying, "How dare you try to steal momentum off of me?"
Yeah.
That's like a real thing to just steal.
And then LA Knight just destroyed that team.
I don't know. Jericho's been a momentum vampire in AEW. Anybody that does anything with Jericho just plummets in whatever they're doing.
You know, AJ not being there every week is kind of, not making him cool at the moment. Sorry, Swamp, to tell you. Momentum thievery. But like, what is he doing? He's like, I'm not following AJ right now. That's all I have to say.
He doesn't want to be there, so LA Knight can retaliate, and then he's gonna come out of nowhere and beat up LA Knight again.
So he's saying he's scared?
I wouldn't say it's scared. He's getting into LA Knight's head.
And then what's going on with the club also?
They're in NXT.
Are they?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan's entire career minus the beginning. LOL. Yeah, I guess, man. Captain Momentum Thievery. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's fair. But, yeah, what'd you think of LA Knight taking that chair to that TV, like, brutalizing it?
Just saying, if Randy got fined $25,000 for hitting Nick Aldis with an RKO, why isn't LA Knight getting fined anything?
Because a TV is not as valuable as Nick Aldis.
But he's just walking around with a steel chair breaking everything, bro.
Yeah. Well, if he keeps it up, maybe he will get fined.
I don't know. I think the pieces are there. That just needs a little something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright. Now are we at the end?
We had the Dragon Lee match.
We kind of talked about it already.
Yeah.
He won with the sneaky pin.
Yeah. I mean, you had the Nick Aldis pissed that security let Cody and Steph leave.
So that's what I've been trying to lead up to. How did they just escape? What, did they tunnel out or something?
Yeah.
Like, they only had all the security guards at the front door, and there was nobody at the back?
Yeah, they didn't know there was a back door. They were just like, we just got this one.
That's so stupid. That's like when Carlito and Chris Masters locked Kane in the locker room and then put the forklift in the way, and Big Show was trying to push the forklift over instead of checking any other doors.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's why they, like...
Smart.
I guess that's why they went through the crowd to imply that they, like... got out sneakily, like through the vents or something.
So that's what I'm picturing. Cody just pushing Seth up to the vent, and then he's pulling him up.
In that big ass stupid jacket.
Oh yeah. Alright.
What did you think of The Rock's new entrance?
I thought it was cool, man. It honestly looks like he's becoming more Hollywood every week. Somebody pointed out that the Brahma Bull's eyes were blue, and then since the slap, they've turned red, and now the entrances are getting... Well, I will say one thing. The entrances was like 15 minutes for all four people.
Yeah,
the entrances are getting ridiculous.
Yeah. And then there's always a commercial break in between the entrances. It's like, damn it.
I do like his new entrance, and I feel like they did need something new for him being heel. But I kind of just wish it was the Hollywood Rock theme.
Hey, maybe it's coming. Maybe he breaks it out at WrestleMania.
Well, did you hear that they might be doing another Rock concert next week?
I did hear that. I'm down for it.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
But, alright, here's what I had to say. So The Rock did his spiel, right?
Yeah.
And then when he was like near the end of it, the crowd started chanting diarrhea, right? So they all started, they take the pause for that. Then he starts over, does it again. And then it was right at the end when Seth is like, would you shut your mouth or something like that? I was like,
Yeah.
you sat through it twice, Seth, before. And now that he's like almost done talking, that's when you cut him off. Imagine Logan running around with a Money in the Bank briefcase. I don't know what made me think of that. LOL, sounds awful. Logan Paul get in the briefcase? Because that probably will happen. Just watch.
That'd
be better than what Damian Priest has been doing with it.
Yeah. But, when Seth interrupted, I feel like, was the diarrhea thing that bad if it now has a crowd cheer? I never chanted suffer and succotash.
I feel like Seth is just that kind of popular that, like, I never would have thought his theme song would have been sung the way it is.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy that with
Yeah.
those four in the ring, they were still chanting his song. I was like, damn.
Seth, I've never seen Seth look so happy before.
Right.
He
Yeah, I
should-
mean, I feel like even with the diarrhea thing, I think he made up for it with that promo. Because that was like his best promo since that like one he cut with Cody like right after Rumble or after the Rock thing.
So this might come as a shocker to you. I didn't like Seth's role in the whole thing.
Really?
I thought it wasn't bad, but it was like, why are you talking? You know, like, I don't want to say why are you here, but like, why is Seth like a part of this? Really, I get it, but like Roman said, you're gonna let this guy answer for you. I thought this was your story or something, you know, but like,
He called him a cross-dresser.
yeah, that seemed a little odd.
You see, but then also Cody had kind of had his own version of that because he said that to The Rock. He said, "Are you sure that's acceptable? Because it sounds like you're answering to him over there." And like basically called him like Roman's bitch.
True. No, again, Seth's one of my favorites, but like every time he like spoke, it just seemed like forced. It really started feeling like it's between these three, Seth, you know? But like,
Yeah.
I'm giving it a shot though. I don't want to like push him off, you know, not give him a chance.
Right.
I think the main reason why he's there is Cody asked him, or Seth said that he could help, and didn't want Cody just going into this by himself. So there's not a good reason for it, but
I talked about
He's
this
coming
with
back.
Jordan the other night. Do you feel like Randy was a better option?
He's really pondering this.
That's kind of hard to say. And the only reason I say that is Seth technically still has unfinished business with the bloodline as well, because Roman never beat Seth.
Ever.
So maybe that's the idea that they're going with, was Seth has more history with them than I think Randy does at this point.
I don't know. I mean, they took Randy out for like a year and a half or whatever, and he still hasn't really got his revenge. Him and Cody have like all the backstory together, and like they're both the third generation superstars or whatever, and he has a family in the wrestling industry. Rock is kind of dissing, just not like directly.
They're all third generation superstars. Oh, I guess Cody's the second generation.
Yeah, that's. I guess it's, you just think of him as a third because like Gold does.
Yeah. Oh man, that line hit me hard, bro. As an accidental baby myself, Cody better whoop some ass, man. You know.
I mean, I feel like nobody wants to admit it, but I feel like 80% of the population is accidental.
Man. The proof's in the math, though, man.
I mean, it made sense.
If you're like
but-
10 to 20 years younger than your siblings, odds are it wasn't on purpose.
Yeah. But, I mean, what does The Rock have to say now, though? Because he didn't retaliate after he got slapped either.
Because now he's setting it up. Now it's on. Haven't you seen South Park? When Stan served them, it was on.
I thought wasn't it already on, though? The challenge was made and accepted already.
No, The Rock just punked him. Now the slap back, now it's on.
Oh.
Right? You know what I'm saying, Robert, right?
Yeah.
It's on.
Well, you never slap back? That's why you never slap back?
Well, like, if Rock's having the concert next week, he's about to lay down some bars, bro. You think Cody has that talent in him?
Oh boy. I feel like that would be one of the worst and best segments ever. If
When Cody with the sideways visor.
Like Kurt Angle.
Oh.
Funny thing, we were talking about David Garrard the other day. I'm pretty sure that was the jersey that Kurt was wearing that.
I think he had a Mark Brunel jersey on.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Well, that is funny, though. But, I mean, yeah, now we're basically caught up, and we're in what happens now. I'm hyped. I know one thing, I'm hyped.
Yeah, they're building it really well. Give them that. But it does seem like this whole Mania is just them.
That's how big the match is, though. I can't fault it.
But it's just like those 4 guys accumulate 3 separate matches.
3?
Yeah, because Seth's with Drew, Cody and Roman, and then the tag match.
Oh, yeah, I guess. If we're including the bloodline, it's probably 4. With Jimmy versus Jay. Maybe
I think that needs
Solo.
to be an opener match.
An opener match?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'd like to see that before the tag match.
The opener of night 1.
I don't like it.
No, you gotta have a strong opener, and I feel like that has the best storyline and potential to be like one of the best matches.
One thing though. What if they made it a 3v3 match?
Okay.
The Usos are arguably the greatest tag team of all time. So you would want them part of your team.
But are they good if they're on their own?
I mean, yeah, they're fine. But still, I don't know. What is Jimmy doing? What is Solo doing? They're kind of just there.
I mean, like you said, Jimmy's gonna have a match.
Will he?
Solo's just the enforcer, I guess. But
will Jimmy have a match? I haven't seen anything being set up.
It's gonna be. Jimmy's screwing Jay like every week now.
Yeah, he'll probably be, because Jay's in the gauntlet match, isn't he?
No.
I thought Jay was.
He doesn't deserve it, bro. He loses every time the title's on the line, Robert.
Because of why, though?
All I know is the record book says Jay Uso, loss, champion, W, every time.
I actually seen a thing on Twitter. It said, some guy was like, why the hell is he main event Jey Uso? And someone was like, he's not wins the main event Jey Uso.
Alright. Well, I ain't got nothing else. You got anything else?
Not at the moment.
Robert, have you played any of 2K24?
I haven't even tried to boot up the game since it fully unlocked because of that stupid glitch.
Glitch?
Yeah, there was a glitch on Steam to where you couldn't play because it couldn't find your DLC.
Oh, I seen them tweet something about that. The 2K.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could continue playing, but it doesn't have the DLC, so you have to overwrite your save file.
Alright. That's trash.
Yeah.
So, I will say, this is the most fun I've had in a WWE game in a couple years.
I really want to play it. I'm excited to play it.
Yeah.
Hey, we've invited you twice, muchacho.
I know you have. And I've been working really late.
But I will say, though, man, this showcase mode is tedious.
I haven't started
I've heard
yet.
about that, like, a bunch of little 20-something objectives per match or something crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot. And, dude, in the Brock versus Roman one, you have to hit Roman with 8 German suplexes is one of the challenges. I'm like, 8? Like, come on.
That's nothing, dude.
Yes, it is, when you gotta worry about him reversing and shit.
And the last one, you had to do it like 20-something times to John.
That's fair. But also in the man, the Brock and Taker one, I got screwed twice. Because the first time I was almost done with it, and then there's one where you have to. I hate that you have to throw them to certain turnbuckles. Like I said,
Yeah.
northeast turnbuckle. So I was trying to throw him over there, and stupid Paul Heyman got on the ring and took the turnbuckle off. So I couldn't put him in the turnbuckle. I was like, why would you do this? So I had to exit out and restart. And then I was almost done with it again. I got through that part, so there's like 2 more challenges. Cameron invites me to something. I thought it was just a party, and when I clicked on it, it brought me to Call of Duty, so it exited me out. I was like, fuck. I was pissed, but I finally finished it now.
Man, Robert, what's with this dude spoiling the whole showcase for us, man? Damn.
Because we don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know if Brock breaks the streak this time.
Yeah, my game works.
Oh, does it?
So,
Yeah, now it does.
We gotta
it's
play it
weird
at
that,
some
like,
point.
it's weird you get to do all these things with Brock, but like never use him again.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating. But
Man, the freaking when you get to the Austin Rock one though, the dude they just put like a random guy, like it's just like a random dude's face on that same like outfit Vince was wearing that night.
And I also heard that there's a lot of like blurring and
A lot of blurring. Yeah.
and
They blur all of Brock's like logos.
jeez.
Yeah.
And didn't they blur Finkel too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I seen that.
I'm wondering if like his family didn't like co-sign it or something. I don't know.
Probably just to save a dime.
Yes. Yeah, they blur a lot of like signs in the crowd and stuff too, and like any sports team affiliated jersey or hat is blurred out.
I mean, this is the first time the refs have been in. You know, they always get blurred out also, and they work for the company.
There's still some blurred out riffs.
Well, like Mikey Oda and stuff, but now that they got like Lil Nate in, they don't need to.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a really cool addition that they added real refs in now.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm
I think
glad
you can create a ref.
Rock's
Too.
in it.
What?
I think you can create a ref.
Oh, can you?
I think so.
That's pretty cool. Robert, you gotta get your stuff fixed so we can finally try out the special guest referee match.
Speaking of that, I sent you a TikTok of this guy doing a special referee, Jordan. He's like Cody and this facing Jimmy and the special ref's Roman. That's just hilarious.
I gotta check it out, I guess.
Yeah. I'd be like low-key kind of pissed, but it's also fun.
Alright. Well, that was week 3.
Oh, what was your guys' first match you played?
Like,
we
against
did-
each other?
I think we
Well,
did
just in general, when you booted up the game, what was the first match you did?
Rock in Austin.
I did the showcase mode.
I did action figure Cody versus action figure Cena.
They had
So-
the action figure Cena still?
Yeah, I don't see him on mine.
You have to. It's a code that you have to redeem.
Oh,
It's a
but
locker.
I got the
code.
digital one.
It's a locker code. You have to enter.
Oh,
The-
I need to do
The
that.
digital you get. So, getting like the 40 years of WrestleMania and pre-ordering it and all that gets you the like torn pec Cody action
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah, I got that.
But the Cena one is, I think it's My Story 24 or something is the locker code.
Well, I gotta do that after this.
I actually might into that right now because I actually got the game chilling because I was doing showcase mode.
Well, yeah. Let us know, Robert, when you're trying to play. And we can stream it to the world. We can stream
I just said my game was working now.
So you want to play right now? Right this
No.
very second?
Probably not.
Alright, that's what I'm saying. Stream it to the world.
Is it in extra? Where's locker codes in extras?
It's in my faction.
Oh,
Alright, y'all at home. Y'all probably don't want to see this part.